This is the median sagittal section of head and neck, in which we'll mainly see the features here in the oral cavity, which is occupied by the tongue here. This is the tongue. The roof of the oral cavity is formed by the palate. Anteriorly, this is the hard palate. Posteriorly, this is the soft palate. The muscles of the soft palate include tensor velli palatini, levator velli palatini, musculus uvuli, palatoglossus, and palatopharyngeus muscles. This is the uvula. All the muscles of the soft palate are supplied by the pharyngeal plexus or vago-accessory complex, mainly containing the cranial accessory fiber through the vagus nerve, except the tensor velli palatini, which is supplied by mandibular nerve. This is the mandible here. Below and behind, this is the hyoid bone. This is the tongue, whose main bulk is formed by this fan-shaped muscle, which is known as genioglossus. All the muscles of tongue, intrinsic and extrinsic, are supplied by hypoglossal nerve, except palatoglossus muscle, which is supplied by the vago-accessory complex, that is the cranial accessory via vagus nerve. Below genioglossus, we can see here from mandible to hyoid, this is the geniohyoid muscle. Geniohyoid muscle is supplied by C1 through hypoglossal nerve. Below which we can see this is the mylohyoid muscle. The mylohyoid muscle is supplied by nerve to mylohyoid, branch of inferior alveolar nerve, and the inferior alveolar nerve is one of the branches of posterior division of mandibular nerve, that is the third division of the trigeminal nerve. Behind the tongue, this is the epiglottis. So these are the main parts in the oral cavity and the palate. This is the specimen of tongue. The tongue, and behind the tongue, this is the epiglottis. This is the dorsal surface of the tongue, which is divided into two parts. This is the anterior 2/3 part or oral part, and this is the posterior 1/3 part or the pharyngeal part, and then there is a posterior most part of the tongue. This is the apex of tongue. Now at the junction of anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3, there is a V-shaped sulcus. This is known as the sulcus terminalis. And in the midline, where the two limbs of the V meet, there is a foramen cecum. Just in front of sulcus terminalis, we can see large papilla known as the circumvallate papilla, which are the largest papilla. In addition to these, we can see in the anterior 2/3 of tongue, foliate papilla, filiform and fungiform papilla scattered over the dorsum of the anterior 2/3 of tongue. Whereas in the posterior 1/3 of the tongue, we can see large aggregation of lymphoid follicles. This is known as a lingual tonsil. Now there is a fold of mucosa in the median plane between the tongue and epiglottis. So this is known as the median glossoepiglottic fold. On each side, these are the lateral glossoepiglottic folds. And this depression between median and lateral glossoepiglottic fold is known as vallecula. And lateral to the lateral glossoepiglottic fold, we can see here the pyriform fossa on each side of the inlet of larynx. Now we must know the lymphatic drainage of the tongue. The tip of the tongue drains bilaterally into submental group of lymph nodes. The remaining part of the anterior 2/3 of the tongue, right and left, drain unilaterally into submandibular group of lymph node. The posterior 1/3 of the tongue drain into the jugulo-omohyoid group of lymph nodes.